Greetings, people of the world. Matthew back with you here at Navora Autism for the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. So it is day 2 of 75 of this Let's Play, and so yesterday on day 1, we had the opportunity to come to the city of Gridania, which will serve as our main starting point for at least the early part of this game, and I've been offered an invitation to join what's known as a free company, but I will not accept this offer for at least for now. So you can press select, go to an invite, and I'm going to, well, first I'm going to show off some of the details of the company. You basically get information on what is entailed in a company. You basically know who they're associated with, how many members they have, and some of the requirements that they have that they must do, or some of the restrictions that they possess. However, at this time, I'm going to choose to, first of all, get rid of this, and then we're going to go back here, and we're going to decline the invitation. Because I want to leave accepting entrance into a free company for later, especially since this is a new avatar that I am using. Yeah, so my avatar, EDSS, made his entrance here into the city of Gridania, and we got our feet wet by learning some of the places that we will need to go over the time we're here. And so we're going to take the time to meet more of the people here in the city of Gridania and try and help them out with their various situations and plights. And the best way you can do that is to see on your little mini-map who has an exclamation mark on the map. That's one of the ways you can do it, or you can press the square button, and you can also see the various exclamation marks that are around. So all you can do is use your right joystick when you're on the map itself and scroll over to an exclamation mark, and you can see what the name of the quest is and what is the recommended experience level for it. So since we're at level 1, obviously it should not come as much of a surprise that we're going to see only level 1 and level 2 quests for right now, but so we're going to get started by just helping out the various people before we really get out into the field, because we're only at level 1 right now, and as much as this is common that you gain experience most effectively by battling monsters, it's not so in this game. In this game, it's much faster to actually gain experience by completing various side quests. Granted that combat will be required at times in these quests, but in other instances, it's simply a matter of going from point A to point B and speaking with the various people that you need to speak to. So let's speak with Bernadette here and take on her quest called A Good Adventurer is Hard to Find. Bernadette is searching for adventurers eager to prove their mettle. Newly come to Gridania, are you? Are you in search of fame and fortune, perhaps? Well, not really. If you have confidence in your abilities, I urge you to speak with Chancellor of the God's Quiver. You can find him standing vigil before the Archers Guild. The creatures of the 12 Sword have been behaving most unnaturally of late, and it has fallen to the God's Quiver to pacify them. Alas, they are sorely undermanned. For this reason, they seek able adventurers to supplement their ranks. I am certain that your offer of aid will be well received. And so, having accepted her offer, we can now go to where the God's Quiver is. That is the Archers Guild, and we can follow the green exclamation mark to where it is, and it'll be right over here. So let's hit L2 and triangle to sprint to get ourselves there a little bit faster. And whenever you use the sprint, it'll drain all of your TP or technique points. And since conveniently there's also an Ethernet shard here, let's go ahead and attune to it. So it gives us another transportation point here within the city of Gridania. So now we have Ethernet access to the Archers Guild. And now to speak to the man who we want to speak to, and that's Chancellor. Fancy an old French name there. Hello there. Bernadette sent you to me. Well, inexperienced or not, if you wish to prove your worth to the people of Gridania, you are right to come. You do wish to prove yourself, do you not? Of course I do. And, just like that, 50 experience points. How easy was that? So yeah, we'll explain about things that you can do during the course of this game as we go along. And Chancellor also has another quest for us altogether, so we can talk to him again. Oh, but we see that this is a much higher population control. It's an experience level 4, so we're going to have to choose to decline on that one. Let's see. Well, there is one in here that is level 1, and Famibas is the one who is asking for this quest. Entitled Course Correspondence. Famibas of the Archers Guild wishes you to deliver a sealed message to the markets. Why is it sealed? Maybe she has, like, a thing for someone there? Hail, adventurer! Might you have a moment? I am in need of a trustworthy soul to deliver a missive to Parnell. You can find her in the shaded bower in the midst of the markets. Why would I not simply go and speak with her myself? Well, as I'm sure you have observed, Gridanians have a tendency to be rather... I mean, in person, they can be, well, a little on the prickly side. The matter is not urgent. Simply hand over the missive the next time you find yourself in the markets. Please, as a favor from one adventurer to another. And so, having accepted the request, we will now use... Since we have a Ethernet shard that is not that far from the markets, but since they are in Old Gridania, we're going to use the Ethernet shard and transport over to the Lancers Guild, which is the closest to the market. So let's do that right now. Alright, now that we are close to where we need to be, let's go over now to the markets, and specifically to the Shaded Bower. Because, yeah, we can see where the green checkmark is, so all we have to do now is find Parnell in the midst of all these various people, be they adventurers, merchants, or anyone else in particular. So yes, Parnell is the retainer vocate specifically of these markets, and she's the person we need to speak to, so let's do that. Greetings, sir. Might you be looking to secure the services of a retainer? Well, that's actually not why I'm here. I'm here to hand over this message from someone else. What's this? A missive from Mibas, you say? What could it be about? Let me see now. She wants to know about the available stock of potions at the markets. Hardly a matter that warrants a letter, much less the hiring of a courier. Why could she not ask the question in person? I sense that adventurers from beyond our borders find Gridanians somewhat difficult to deal with. Are we truly so devoid of warmth? If we mistrust the outsiders, it is only because so many of them have brought chaos to the 12th Wood, and such sins as theirs are not soon forgotten. Yet I suppose we might endeavour to be a little less cold. And so with that, another 50 experience points. Isn't this easy? Alright, so let's go and see what other options we have here. Remember to use the right joystick. Alright, two different, a level 1 and a level 3, but I want to save that level 1 in the Archer's Guild for later. Alright, we have a 3, a 2, we have a 1 over here, and a 2, and a 1. And this one is a 2, so why don't we go after this one first? I am Millicent, hear me roar. Yeah, sounds fun already, doesn't it? Now, if I can just get the camera turned correctly, yeah. One of the things that I really do not like about this game is how terrible the camera is, because I'm so accustomed to turning it one way and it going the opposite direction, but not here. And plus we have another Ethernet shard to attune to, so we might as well go ahead and use it. Yeah, and once you attune to all the Ethernet shards, you get access to 2 additional locations. So let's go ahead and speed things up. Making sure to follow the map while also keeping an eye on myself, so that I'm not ridiculously running into things for no reason. Yeah, it's not easy to be running around in the rain. Yes, this is the place. But you're not Millicent. Your name is Dumwesand. Dumwesand has need of an adventurer to deliver a message. You there, adventurer, could you deliver a message for me? My superior, Millicent, is stationed outside Atelier Finil. She's doubtless busy, but I'm past due to be relieved. Long past due, truth be told. However, I can't simply abandon my post. Speak to her for me, would you? But choose your words wisely, she has a bit of a temper. Oh yeah, well that's very encouraging, thanks. Anyway, let's go fulfill his request and run like crazy. Run like crazy. Over the bridge. And then over a second bridge. And since the exclamation mark is pointing us this way, well, we're going to have to go over a third bridge if we can find it. There it is. Yes, there is Millicent right here at the Leatherworkers Guild. Hello there, Miss Millicent. What's all this about? The whistle says he needs his break. The nerve of that snivelling little shite. Yeah, viewer discretion is advised. Cry for relief at a time like this. Yeah, I mean, come on. He can't be afraid of a little rain, right? Has he already forgotten how short-handed we are since the business that with the XIV the other day? And sending a bloody unknown venturer to do his bleating, no less. That self-serving soul that thinks only of his own woes, rubbing his soul sores while we are welcoming all manner of guild-grabbing venturers into our holy wood. Useless bloody fool. And you can see why the title of this quest is I Am Millicent, Hear Me Roar. Make me blood boil, it does. But it's not you I should be giving a piece of me mind to. You seem a decent enough sort considering. Still understand that it is our duty to keep an eye on every stranger that passes through these parts. And the road, I appreciate you lending an ear to my subordinate, damn fool he is. Go on then and stay out of trouble. And thus, 50 more points. This is so easy. Okay, so we saw 2. Ooh, there was 1 over there. There's a 3 down here. Another 3, another 2. Well, since we are close enough, why don't we go take on this next level 1? Incense and Sensibility. A bit of a play on the title of the famous Jane Austen novel. So, running around like crazy. Over to, well, first the Ethernet shard, because we can attune to that one as well. And so that's now 5 Ethernet shards we have attuned to. And yeah, you can only use sprint after it regenerates, because you see the sprint icon regenerating. Only then and only then can you use it for moving on. But we got to where we need to be, and that is to speak with Miss Mullane. Incense and Sensibility. The conjurer Mullane seeks an assistant for her frantically busy student. You there, you are an adventurer, yes? Good, I have a task for you. Take yourself over to the Conjurer's Guild and speak with my student Brea. She has her hands full preparing for the auguries and would likely welcome your assistance. In her excitement at becoming a conjurer, I fear my young disciple is pushing herself beyond the limits of her endurance. Enthusiasm is all well and good, but it would not do to have an initiate collapse from exhaustion. I'm having a bit of difficulty reading the words, but sometimes that'll happen when you're just so excited about actually reading the text. So run all the way down here, because that's where the icon is pointing us to, as well as yet another Ethernet shard. Yeah, these things are everywhere. So that is now 6 Ethernet shards we have attuned to, and 4 already in the first 7 minutes. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Yeah, now if I can just maneuver my way around the various people, and take a look at the guy whose name, the name of his free company is called Snafu, at least that's the nickname of it, the abbreviation. Yeah, free company can have as many as 5 letters, 5 characters in its abbreviation. So let's speak with Brea here. Yes, I'm Brea, but I am also awfully... Oh, you say Lady Mullane herself asked you to assist me. In that case, I suppose you might lend me a hand, especially as mine appeared to be shaking, though only very slightly. Not that it's anything to worry about, mere nervous energy. I would be exceedingly grateful if you would take this Azima rose oil and refill the sensors. There are two that require attention. Please have a care not to disturb the conjurers amid their meditations. You must be as quiet and unobtrusive as possible. So, those 2 little items. And we already saw this, so we don't need to worry about that again. So yeah, we go up to where the sensor is, which is a lantern basically. You double click on it, and it brings up the key items, and we can use the rose oil that we obtained. So there's 1, and now here is number 2. And so we'll put some Azima rose oil into that. Yeah, that's very tongue twister. Azima rose oil. Yeah, that is a tongue twister. And now, having accomplished that, we can simply speak to Brea to complete the quest. My thanks. I must admit to being rather impressed by how faithfully you follow my instructions. I had always considered adventurers to be an uncouth and rowdy lot, but I can see you are capable of courtesy as well. Guilty as charged. Lady Melaine has a fine eye for character. You should feel honored that she chose you for the task. And so, this is a bit of a situation now where we have a choice of rewards we can take, because it says options up there. We get the 50 experience points automatically, but we can choose between 3 potions, which refill HP, or 3 ethers, which restore MP. However, since I'm a warrior, I really don't have use for MP, so I will take the 3 potions. And in getting enough experience points, my experience level has increased. And we've also gained the ability Faint, which we won't really need to use until we actually get into combat. So, well, it says here that Brea may have another task for us. Is it within our reach? Not yet. It's a level 3. I could do it now, but I'm going to pass, because I want to get rid of all the low-level quests first. The 1s, the 2s. I want to take care of everything in order, just to keep everything consistent. And we got another option for invitation to a free company, but we're going to decline. I'd rather leave this until later, if for no other reason than the fact that it will be more of a benefit to me for a specific point in the journey. We could go for this one since it's close by. We have 2 that are close by that are both level 2. But I also want to see what other quests are available in Old Gridania. Or no, rather in New Gridania. So I'm going to teleport over there first to see what level 1 quests are available. Alright, so now we're warped back to New Gridania. So let's see if there are any other ones. Yes, there was one close by. There's another one close by. And it doesn't look like there are any other ones. So this is the last level 1 quests called Preserving the Past. So let's go over to it right now. Might as well. So let's take a left here. And we're going to get ourselves a little bit of shelter at the Carpenters Guild and speak to Idel. Not Adele, but Idel. Hello there. Idel is looking for an adventurer to deliver a forgotten item. Uh-oh, that don't sound good. Ah, an adventurer. Precisely what we need. Not a moment ago, we dispatched our newest recruit, Alta, to inspect Miketo's amphitheater. Regrettably, the young hero has more spirit than sense, and he charged off without his tools. Suffice it to say, he won't be getting any work done. Would you be so kind as to deliver them to him? Wonderful. Seek out Lehulek in the Acorn Orchard behind the atrium. He should have Alta's tools. And so those tools will be over this direction. Since the icon with the little wing on it tells you that it is a milestone to accomplishing the task. So yeah, Lehulek is right over here. Hello there. Idel sent you. Give me a moment. Here they are. Still fresh and unused as the day he got them. Doubt he's even realized he left the bloody things behind. First day and he forgets his tools. Daft son needs a kick. So we got that. And now are there... I really gotta stop using that. I want to use the circle. Well, you know what? It's not that far of a walk, I mean... But it will put me right at where I need to be, so... Let's sprint over to the Ethernet shard. Sprint on over to the Ethernet shard, there you are. And warp ourselves to Miketo's amphitheater. I'll explain about that first menu in a moment, or later on when I actually need to use it. Alright, so now we are right near the amphitheater, and there's Artur right there. And he's definitely on the lookout for what he lost. Wilt, I'm terribly busy right now, and will thank you to have you not bother me. I'm a carpenter of the prestigious Oak Atrium, and I have repairs to be doing right now because I'm giving you your toolbox. Where did I put my... Oh god, sire, I take it you're from the guild too then. What's that? Adele sent you? With my tools? Ah, yes, I was actually just about to go, and, this is so embarrassing. My apologies. It's just I've been so focused on the task at hand. You know, it's a miracle this amphitheater even survived the calamity. It was the Carpenters Guild that saved it, moving it piece by piece and rebuilding it. When I saw what they had done for Gridania, I knew I wanted to be here, but God, when they told me my first task was to come here. Anyway, thank you for bringing me my tools. You're new to the OK Trium too, right? Well, let's both work hard for the good of the guild, eh? Oh, and may the elementals watch over you and keep you safe. And with that, another 50 points is obtained. So now, we have no further level 1s to complete. So let's start completing a couple of level 2s. Start with by talking to Mrs. Stain. Well, there is another level 1, but we'll save that for another episode. Stain, the caretaker of Miketo's amphitheater, needs an adventurer to help her tidy up. Greetings, traveler. Come to see Miketo's famed amphitheater, have you? I'm Stain, caretaker of this fine centerpiece of Gridanian culture, and I fear I must needs trouble you for your assistance. You see, it's not only well-meaning men like yourself who are drawn to this place. The sylphs often visit in the dead of night, long after our citizens have gone to bed. We have no particular objection to their presence. They seem to be grateful for the accommodation. So much so, in fact, that last night they left us a token of their appreciation. In the form of vegetables. A lot of vegetables. Yeah, I think they're trying to tell you guys something. The generosity is more than welcome, of course, but the sheer quantity of the things makes gathering them all something of a chore. And it's not as if I don't have enough to do already. In short, I'd be most grateful for any help you could give me. And so, yeah, we've already gone through interacting. So yes, vegetable offerings. This is a reminder to all you people out there. Remember to eat your vegetables. Or else something like this could happen. People will come leaving them on your doorstep when you don't want them to. Alright, that's 3. That's 4, right there. Number 5 is behind that bench. And then 6 is over right behind that other bench. And in front of the one in front of it. And that will make our 6. Yeah, and we're done in less than a minute. How easy is that? Yeah, a friendly reminder to always eat your vegetables. Well done, friend. Miketo herself would sing you praise. She knew well the power of art, how it could strengthen the soul of a nation and preserve its history for future generations. This amphitheater was her greatest gift to Gridania, and it was her wish that all folk use it freely, not only for performances and festivals, but as a place to share memories and make new ones. I wonder if the sylphs come here to do just that. That said, I do wish they would find other ways to express their gratitude. We have no need of vegetables here, but mayhap the Carline Canopy can make use of them. Anyway, thanks be to the elementals for bringing you here today. And with that, another 110 experience points is obtained. So now, where shall we go? Looking for another level 2. Well, we got this one right here, covered in roses. We can take this one on. As, yes, the rain has stopped. So let's run a little bit. So I cross over the bridge. Crossing over the bridge. And making our way to the person who wishes to be covered in roses, if that is indeed their intention. Speaking to Samaritan. A botanist named Samaritan is hoping that an adventurer will pick up scattered rose hips for her. Okay, so this is a female. Yeah, the hat kind of makes them look like a male, but who am I to judge? Stop right there! Not another step! I apologize if I've startled you, but please be careful. The ground here is covered in rose hips. You see, my seed pouch has grown so threadbare that it finally split open. Unbeknownst to myself, I've been scattering airs of my rose hips all along this road. Oh, good sir, if you would help me gather them, I'd be ever so grateful. Thank you. Your kindness is truly a blessing for the elementals. The rose hips should belong on the road between here and the Great Lone Grove. Remember to tread lightly, lest you crush them underfoot. Well, I don't think that'll be much of a problem. So yeah, we see them all down this little path. It's regular intervals of distance, I am assuming. And there's 3. Get rosehip number 4. Yeah, if you just bend over and pick up things once in a while, you'd be amazing how much you can accomplish. And so, let us now run like crazy with the precious rose hips for Miss Semaine. Well done, Miss Semaine. Good sir, pray tell me you have recovered all the rose hips and abandoned not one to a traveller's boot. That doesn't sound good. We better hand over those rose hips right now. Blessings be upon you. I fear this path will be lined with roses next year. Not that such a wondrous sight would be wholly objectionable, but as my roses are ill-suited to this location. As the botanist, it's my responsibility to see Gridania's plants grow and thrive in the most ideal conditions. A place for every seed, and every seed in its place, you might say. 'Twas most gracious of you to aid me in my time of need. I pray the elementals extend you the same kindness. And with that, another 110 experience points. We're just collecting experience points like crazy, and we haven't even fought an enemy yet. So I know this is a 3 down here. Well, we can go over to the market and take on that challenge. Post-Montre, the name of that particular quest. Yeah, so far these challenges are really easy. Yeah, as I said before, a lot of these challenges will entail primarily just speaking with one person and then speaking with another, or just simply doing something within the confines of the area that you're in. There's really not much to it. So make sure that we are indeed going the right path, which we are. I'd feel like a complete idiot otherwise. But yes, there is the marketplace, and someone belongs to a free company whose initials are Kefka. Yes, Kefka, the most despised villain in Final Fantasy history, all the way back in Final Fantasy VI in 1994. Alright, so we want to speak with Post-Montre again, who we gave an eel pie to back on day 1. The master of the markets, Post-Montre, is willing to permit an adventurer to assist him in fulfilling an order from the Lancers Guild. I take it my previous explanation did not suffice to sate your curiosity. Very well. If you wish to know more of the markets, I shall give you a practical education free of charge. As master of the markets, I entertain many requests, this order from the whalers, for example, but I delegate their fulfillment to my hirelings, that I might tend to such tasks as I alone am capable of performing. For your personal betterment, I shall delegate the fulfillment of this particular request to you. I bid you search the stalls for a bone spearhead, a pot of beeswax oil, and a length of brambleweed rope, and deliver them to Sing Guild of the Lancers Guild. There is much and more to be found in these stalls, if you have the dedication to seek it and the coin to procure it. However, as my representative, you need only offer my name as payment. None will deny me. In fact, many will be all too eager to part with their wares, so numerous are the debts I am owed. A fine proposition, is it not? I have spared a simple task, and you gain priceless mercantile experience. Why should I rightly charge you for such an opportunity? But worry not, I am a man of the word, and the terms will stand. Deliver the goods to Sing Guild, and she may even see fit to reward you. Quest accepted, so now we go where the 3 little icons are. First to Amaranda, the tool supplier. Welcome, welcome. At the behest of good Master Post-Montre, you say. To what do we owe the pleasure of your company today, my lord? I've only been here 2 days, only am a level 2 Lancer, and I'm already being referred to as my lord. Well, I hope this is a sign of things to come. May I take this opportunity to say it is an honor and a privilege to serve you. Ah, but you must have your beeswax oil without delay. Yes, yes, feel free to take as much as you require, and you will of course inform Master Post-Montre that I was only too happy to accommodate his needs, yes? So that's 1 down, 2 to go. Now to Girthsid. Sorry mate, we ain't open yet. Oh, you'll be open for me. Oh, one more of Post-Montre's. Well, and what is it you said you wanted? A bone spearhead? Ah, here she is. Take it and tell that bastard we're square. Yeah, apparently, I guess Girthsid has a beef with Post-Montre. And whoa, what? That guy's doing quite a freaky dance. And finally over to Alaric, the independent tinker. You got the scent in ours, sir. The craftsmanship's truly something, ain't it? Perfect, sir, for securing any manner of... Post-Montre? Gods, if I never hear that bloody name again, it'll be too soon. Well, if that's the case, why are you setting up market here? And there I was thinking I might make a guild today. Here, take that damn brambleweed rope and bugger off. Yes, yes, yes. Well, oh yes, now that we have all these items, we have to go deliver them back to my warrior's home base, the Lancers Guild. Which is over in this direction, as night has fallen, even though it is in real time 4:56 p.m. Yeah, time passes faster than it does normally, but the clock in the upper right hand corner will always tell you what the real time is in real life. So let's talk to Sengild. Oh, I'm sure I'm pretty much butchering that name, but I'm pronouncing it the way I read it. What business have you with me, adventurer? You come upon the bad bidding of Master Post-Montre? Indeed I do. So you just hand each of the items over one at a time, and then complete the handover. So soon? I am impressed. I placed my order only a short time ago, yet here are all the items I requested. Truly, Master Post-Montre is every bit as resourceful as they say. You are fortunate to work under such a man. You would do well to mold yourself in his image, if you have any aspirations as a merchant. Well, we'll see about that. I'm here to be a warrior and an adventurer, so we complete that task and another 110 experience points are mine. And so we achieved the Storyteller 1 achievement. Never really quite sure what the achievements are for. Maybe we can confirm those. Congratulations! You've just received your first achievement. Achievements are earned by reaching certain milestones during your adventures in Eorzea, and there are achievements for just about everything, from leveling classes to uncovering locations to defeating enemies and earning gil. There are also rewards granted upon attaining certain achievements. Some of these include rare weapons and armor, other titles which can be added to your display name to showcase your greatness. Achievement rewards can be claimed from Jonathas in Old Gridania. Alright. Well, since we have taken care of that, we have a 3, a 1, which I'm not doing today. Another 3. I know that's a 3 down there. Okay, there are no more 3s over here, so let's go see if there are any 2s over in Old Gridania. Alright, back at the Aetheroid Plaza, and yeah, I misspoke, this is New Gridania. Alright, so, are there any 2s over here? That is a 2. And that's a 4, so only one level 2 quest left to take on, before we take on a quest that is pertaining to something that is relating to the warrior class that I am. So, let's pick up the pace here. And I was about to say we'll chase that guy, but he decided to turn around. I guess I was going to be too fast for him or something. Careful not to take a wrong turn. Let's speak to Nicolio. For friendship, Nicolio needs the assistance of a kind adventurer. I know all about adventures. You'll do anything for a reward, won't you? Well then, I want you to make O'Neill laugh. Oh, really? She's no good with strangers, so you should first introduce yourself politely with a bow. Or with a bow, I guess in this case. Yeah, this is where we're going to see the use of emotes. And yeah, they do have them in this game. In most other RPGs, if they do have emotes, they are used pretty much only to just have fun and play along with someone, but in Final Fantasy XIV and Realm Reborn, they actually serve a practical purpose. So as you can see under the name of the quest that we're doing for friendship, it says greet O'Neill with a /bow, which means that it must be an emote. So we have to highlight O'Neill, and then I'm going to click on R1, and I'll change my menu options. There are two basic menu options. One is for just regular non-combat functions, and the other is for actual combat functions. So we're going to go over to this set. We want to hold down R2 and press triangle for emotes, and we want to use bow. So we'll bow to Miss O'Neill. Hi. And so we did that, but we didn't get any laughter, so we have to speak to Nicolio again. Yeah, this is one of those things where you have to do something over and over again to get her to do what you need her to do. That seemed to work, but she still looks sad. Try sharing the joy in your heart with her. That'll prove how nice you are. Well, let's see if we can indeed accommodate that fulfillment. Alright, so speak to O'Neill again. L2 emote. And express some joy. Which in this case is a Tiger Woods fist pump. You're odd. Well, when you're doing the Tiger Woods fist pump, I guess that kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Back to Nicolio. I think she's starting to like you. Good. Now that you've broken the ice, I'll bet that if you surprise her and just start dancing, she'll laugh her head off. Really? So, yeah. Now we have to do a dancing emote if I can get around from behind this wood. And no, that was not meant as a joke, you people with dirty minds. Alright, so now, L2 emotes, and we want to find the dance emotes. Oh, it's right over here. It's in the second column. So, start dancing. Starting with a river dance. Yeah, who out there remembers river dance? Yeah, we got a bit of a chuckle out of her. You're a really good dancer, mister. That looked fun. Maybe I should try it sometime. And so, having accomplished that, we can now speak with Nicolio and officially complete this quest. Thank you, you're pretty good at this. O'Neill lost her father 5 years ago during all the fighting. She hasn't laughed much since then. So I wanted to... I mean, we're all worried, but a lot of the younglings have been following me around lately and... you wouldn't understand. Anyway, thanks for the help. And so we get another 110 experience points. Yeah, we've just been racking them up. We've gained over nearly 800 experience points just by doing simple quests. And so, yeah, we've been at this for over half an hour now, just doing simple quests, and we've already gotten quite a bit accomplished here. So, there is still the one level 1 quest at the Lancers Guild that I can do, and also we can start on 3 and 4 level quests here in Gridania, but we'll save those for tomorrow. So, with that taken care of, and all the level 1 and 2 quests accomplished here in Gridania, with the exception of the Lancers Guild quest, at this point I'd like to thank everyone for watching the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV, A Realm Reborn. And when I join you again, we will take on the Lancers Guild's level 1 challenge, and start taking on level 3 and 4 quests here in Gridania. So until next time everyone, this is Matthew at Navora Autism, saying take care, and I'll see you soon.